Hey everyone, welcome to Man Cave Insider. I'm Dennis. Thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see past and future videos. This is my man cave and it's filled with things I've collected my entire life. These are the stories behind them. And today we are going to be talking about the Man of Steel, Superman. And what I just got is this 4K box set, Superman, the 5-film collection, 1978 to 1987, which has all of the Christopher Reeve Superman films in a 4K set for the very first time. Previously, the first film in the series, Superman the Movie, was released on 4K in 2018. And that is carried over into this set, along with Superman 2, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut released in 2006, Superman 3, and Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Why has this series endured for over 45 years? There's several reasons for this. This year alone, there's no less than 6 superhero movies being released between Marvel and DC. Back in the 70s, there was only one big budget superhero movie released, and that was Superman the Movie in 1978, directed by Richard Donner. That film and the 3 films that follows set the standard for the way superhero movies are made and produced, and that carries over to this day and beyond. There's many reasons why this film series has endured for nearly 45 years. There's the iconic score by legendary composer John Williams. The production design of the film still holds up to this day. From Krypton to Smallville to Metropolis, many of these scenes are timeless. Also, this is stuck very closely with the source material of the Superman comics that began in 1938 with Action Comics #1, and it keeps many of the characters from this series, such as Jor-El, Lex Luthor, Jonathan Kent, Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, Perry White, and many more. Also, this film has one of the most impressive casts in film history, with Marlon Brando as Jor-El, Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, Mark McClure as Jimmy Olsen, Jackie Cooper as Perry White, Glenn Ford as Jonathan Kent, Margot Kidder as Lois Lane, and of course, Christopher Reeve in the title role of Superman and Clark Kent. While other actors have portrayed these characters since then, it is Christopher Reeve's performance that has set the standard not just for Superman, but for all superhero films that have followed. Christopher Reeve is to this series what Sean Connery was to the James Bond series. And whether you saw this film in 1978, if you watch it now, or if you watch it 50 years from now, Christopher Reeve's performance will always hold true, and he is the quintessential Man of Steel. Well, I've watched these films in many formats, from the big screen, VHS, DVD. The films have never looked better as they do in this 4K set. It also carries over a ton of the bonus features from previous releases, such as making of documentaries, deleted scenes, Superman cartoons, and much more. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Superman 5-film collection. So here it is, Superman 5-film collection, 1978 to 1987. Before we go into this, let's look at other releases of the Christopher Reeve films. This is the Superman Ultimate Collector's Edition DVD set, which came out in 2006 to coincide with the release of Superman Returns. This set contains all 4 Christopher Reeve films, as well as Superman Returns. And this was also the very first release of the Richard Donner cut. And it also includes the documentary Look Up in the Sky, The Amazing Story of Superman, as well as Bryan Singer's video journals. In 2018, the first film in the series, Superman the Movie, debuted on 4K. And now we have this set just released by Warner Brothers, which has 10 discs, all 5 films in 4K and Blu-ray. It also includes digital copies and all of the bonus features from the previous Blu-ray release. So the first film, Superman the Movie, is the same as the 2018 release. It says the 4K and the Blu-ray. All of the bonus features are on the Blu-ray. The 4Ks have commentary. Then we have the theatrical cut of Superman 2. Much of it was shot by Richard Donner, but when they came back to finish the film, Richard Lester was the director, and he is credited as the director for the theatrical version. And of course, we have the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2, which was released in 2006 due to popular demand by the fans. And this is the first time this film has appeared in 4K. It has a introduction that Richard Donner shot back in 2006. It's got a bunch of deleted scenes. Third film in the series is 1983's Superman 3. 4K and Blu-ray. And finally, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, released in 1987 on Blu-ray and 4K. So what does the future hold for the Man of Steel on the big screen? Well, Superman will be returning to cinemas in 2025 in the film Superman Legacy, written and directed by James Gunn, which is currently in pre-production. But until then, we have this fantastic 4K set of all of Christopher Reeve's films. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and we look forward to seeing you next time.